Revenge films.
I'm Alice. I live with my husband and son. Oh, next Saturday is our wedding anniversary. I'm so busy with work, housework, and taking care of my child that I tend to forget our anniversary. Well, this year is our 5th year of marriage, so I think we should celebrate it with a big party. I was thinking about how to celebrate our wedding anniversary this weekend. Then I heard an unexpected word from my husband.
Hey, can I go out this weekend?
What? This weekend? Has he forgotten about our anniversary? Is it something urgent?
No, but I've been thinking about going on a trip with my parents while they're healthy.
Oh, I see. But I have to work during the day, so what about John?
It's all right. I'll take him with us. My parents would be thrilled, too.
I thought, why don't they go when I can also go? But his parents have plans too, and I didn't want to be selfish. I was a little disappointed that we couldn't celebrate our anniversary, but I said, well, okay, take good care of John.
Thanks. John, we're going to the trip.
Yay! And on the day of the trip, I sent my husband and son off with a big smile on my face. John, enjoy your trip with Grandpa and Grandma! I'll bring back some gifts for you! I'll be waiting for you! After I dropped them off, I went to work. But just as I was about to leave for lunch, my cell phone rang. Hello, Mom? What's wrong? I feel sick. I want to go home. What's wrong? Where's Dad? Where's Grandma and Grandpa? No Daddy. No Grandma and Grandpa. I was incredibly surprised to hear him say that. My son on the other end of the phone sounded so sick, and he said he threw up on his bed and was all alone without his father. What's he doing leaving him alone? I immediately asked my manager for early retirement. I usually don't throw my work away in the middle of the day, so he knew that something terrible had happened and immediately okayed it, assigning my work to someone else. And I immediately jumped on the bullet train. Meanwhile, I kept calling John. Are you okay? I have a stomachache and I feel sick. I heard his voice on the other end of the line, and I was all upset and angry and wanting to cry. John, I'm going to call an adult right now. Can you just bear with me for a minute? I'm on my way. I'll hang in there. Once I hung up John's phone, I called the hotel where I was staying, told them about the child's condition, and they immediately sent a staff member with first aid experience to my son's room. He then called me from John's phone.
Hello, I'm from the hotel, and I'm calling an ambulance right now to take your son away. I'm at the Care and Cure hospital. Can you come here?
Yes, please take care of my son. I've never felt so slow on a bullet train. And as soon as I got off, I headed straight for the hospital. After the examination, my son was diagnosed with acute gastroenteritis. The doctor said,
I think it was unimaginably painful. You did very well. Really well.
I felt like killing my husband. But at the same time, I couldn't stop crying, thinking about the fact that I had put him through this alone. I'm so sorry. No, I'm fine. I'm not going anywhere now. I left him in the hospital room and called someone. Hello, Mom? Where are you? I'm having tea with my friends. Where's your husband? He's at a golf tournament since this morning with some of his colleagues. What's going on? Are you coming over? I told my mother-in-law why I'm here. Then she got in a rage and said, I'm coming over right now. Then my mother-in-law hung up the phone violently. And then, when the sun went down, I got a call from my husband.
John's gone!
What do you mean, gone?
He disappeared while I was at the convenience store for a minute. I'm gonna have the hotel staff look for him now. Can you come too?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm already here.
Wait, where?
At the Cure and Care hospital.
What's wrong with John?
What's wrong with John? You're the one who left him to cheat. What's with the convenience store?
Wait a minute!
We're all going to the hotel.
We?
I had a hospital nurse take a little look at John, and then I stormed over to my husband's place. And when he saw us, he looked surprised.
Why are my mom and dad here?
You piece of shit! My mother-in-law is a very big woman, so she was very strong. Since my husband was not defending himself at all, slapped by my mother-in-law's hand, was knocked off his feet, and he fell on his ass.
What the hell, Mom?
John had acute gastroenteritis, and he's had to endure a stomachache and vomiting the whole time he's been in this hotel. What were you doing all that time? You were cheating on her. You even used me and your father. My husband's face turned blue when he found out John was sick and that everything had been exposed.
Is John okay?
And now my father-in-law...
You have no right to worry about him, you bastard!
My husband, who had no idea that his son was sick, showed some concern for John after all this time, but everyone there looked down on him with a cold stare. Well, you have no right to worry about me anymore. I want a divorce. I've already spoken to your parents. After hanging up the phone with me, my mother-in-law immediately contacted my father-in-law, who was playing golf, and told him to come over. As soon as my mother-in-law and father-in-law saw John in his hospital room, they burst into tears and got down on their knees. I'm so sorry about my son, and I'm so glad that John is okay.
I'm so sorry, and I don't know how many apologies I can give you. I know it's not enough, but please, let me apologize.
I asked them to raise their heads. I told them that I was going to divorce my husband because I couldn't forgive him for cheating on me and for what he did to our child. Of course, my in-laws agreed immediately.
Oh no, please forgive me!
Of course I can't. Do you know what today is?
Today is,
It's our anniversary. I was planning to celebrate it, but you wanted to go on vacation with your parents, so I gave up. And then you didn't even remember. And you left our child and cheated on me. There's no way I can stay married to you any longer.
It was my fault. It was just a passing fancy. You're all I've got.
My husband's excuses have left me and even my parents dumbfounded. I then asked them to take my husband back. The next day, I took John with me and went to his parents' house with the divorce papers. I asked my husband to tell me all about his affair partner's identity, and I found out where she was. Apparently, she was an employee of the same company as my husband, and she was married. I sent a certified letter first and let her husband know. My husband was furious that I'd told him, but I had a lawyer on the other end of the line, so I didn't care. And I got the compensation I deserved from both of them. He also informed me that after he divorced me, his parents had disowned him. John is out of the hospital and is doing well and enjoying his days with my parents. I never want to see my husband again, but I would want to visit my former in-laws once in a while, who stood by me and my son to the end, and show them their grandson.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.